are we doing today? Yeah! Awesome. Do we have any Fairly OddParents fans in the house? Yeah! I mean, I heard some noise, but I need a little bit louder. Do we have any Fairly OddParents fans in the house? Yeah! Awesome. All right, so I want you to give a big round of applause for the cast of Fairly OddParents.
I'm not part of
No Tara? No Tara?
I'm not part of the cast.
I don't know
Who do
what's
I come out?
happening,
I'm like the guy who made the show. Do I come out too? Butch Hartman! Butch Hartman! It's a pleasure.
Here's the hardwired night.
Yes, you may.
Bill's here. Yeah. We don't really need it, right?
There's an extra hardwire over there on the left side, and then they give them the non-wired.
Don't spill on the couch.
Get that hardwired over there. The hardware is right there. You just bring that around, you'll be fine.
It's got a wire and a cord.
Perfect. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Hello, Nostalgia Con! Wow, can you guys believe that these people actually do the incredible voices of the Fairly OddParents characters? Isn't that amazing? Amazing.
We have the voices, and we have the creator, everyone!
Well, hey, nice to see you guys. Hey, who's having a great time so far? Good. I got a couple Fairly OddParents over there. I see them right there. There they are. I see. Is there a Danny fan? Oh, there's one over there. She is. There's a Danny fan right there. Yeah. All right. Everybody else can just leave. No, I'm kidding. You guys stay right here.
I love this.
How's it going, Daniel?
Oh, it's going good. How's it going, Butch?
Really good, really good. I got my friends here. Guys, this is Carl Salazraki.
Hello, everybody.
Mr. Crocker.
Hello.
That is... Well, do you want to Simone?
That's right, I'm in love with Wanda.
And then you do Dinkelberg.
Hey, neighbor!
And then, of course, we do the mayor.
I'm the mayor, Tommy's gone.
And this handsome guy over here does the voice of...
Roger Clemens. No.
Hi! Can everybody hear me? Roger, you're a nuclear reactor. And here's another factor. I'm attracted to you.
Yeah! There he is, got him all.
Oscar, be quiet. No one wants to hear you singing. Oh, I'd listen to him if I were you.
Nice. And this beautiful lady at the very end over there. She does all the girl voices. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. This is, what voice do you do, lady, at the end?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody named Wanda who doesn't want to hear Cosmo sing ever again. You're right. And Mom, of course. I'm pretty stupid.
Well, could we hear Mom and Dad talk about giving Timmy a surprise for his birthday? Maybe you should ask him, like, what should we get Timmy for his birthday?
Oh, say, what should we get Timmy for his birthday?
I don't know.
Who are we talking about?
About a baby brother. What's going on, Daniel? I'll take up too much of your time.
No, you're hired, Butch. No, seriously, a big round of applause one more time, guys. It is an honor to be sitting up here with all of you. I mean, you know, you guys are literally the Mount Rushmores of anime, animations, cartoons. I mean, we were just talking yesterday, Maleficent. I mean, Jesus, Kingdom Hearts fans, how many do we have here? I mean, seriously, you've all done such a wonderful job, and obviously, you know, touching our lives and, you know, being part of, I mean, we're part of your journey as you're in our journey, so thank you all. And Butch, I mean, what you've done in the animation space is just phenomenal. I mean, without you, there may be none, you know, none of this, so thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, it's kind of cool. Oh, yeah. The applause. Thank you for that. You know, it's kind of, who likes to draw? Who likes to draw out there? Who likes to draw? Who likes to write stories of their very own out there? It's fun to do it on your own, but it's really quite a step to take when you want to get paid to do it and actually make it a show on TV. But then it doesn't really come to life unless you hire great voice actors like this to bring it to life. And without the right actors, without the right writers, it's really going to have a hard time. So it's great to work with great people.
Absolutely. And then just jumping right into that for a second, Butch. What was the original spark behind Fairly Odd Parents?
I needed a job. I did. I was working on the Johnny Bravo show. Hey, baby, what's going on? That's right. And Johnny Bravo was endings in Hollywood when you work on a show. Seasons come and seasons come and seasons go. But we worked on the first season of Johnny Bravo, and they weren't going to make any more. And my job was ending, and I was working with a guy named Seth MacFarlane. I don't think he'll amount to anything.
Nobody knows.
Maybe. But Seth and I were on the show, and they told us our jobs were over. And I'd been in the industry about 12 years at that point. I thought, I am done working for other people. I'm going to make my own show. That way, at least, I'll be the last one off if it ever gets canceled. And so I seriously sat down and I thought, I wanted to do a show where a kid could go from place to place really quick. And I thought I could do science. But I can't do science because Dexter's Lab was already a show. Couldn't do science. So I thought, well, if I did magic. So I thought this little boy named Timmy. I called him Mikey at first. It was named after my brother. But I had a fight with him that day, so I changed it to Timmy. My other brother. And so Timmy was born, and then I drew this fairy godmother named Venus, because I was going to do like a Cinderella kind of thing. A boy with a fairy godmother, but I'd never seen a fairy godfather before. And so I drew this character who ended up becoming Cosmo. I didn't have a name for him, and Seinfeld had just shown an episode where Kramer's first name was revealed as Cosmo Kramer. And I went, Cosmo's a cool name. And I went Cosmo and Venus, and I changed it to Wanda because of Magic Wand. This took 15 minutes, I'm not kidding. And then I sold it to Nickelodeon as a one short cartoon.
Yep.
And how long ago was that?
1997. Woo! Anybody born here in 1997 besides some of us up here on stage? Yes. Yeah, a long time ago. And I'm really grateful the show's lasted so long, but it's, those were the only 3 characters at first, were those 3.
Right.
But it came because I needed a job, and I still wanted to do what I loved. I wanted to draw cartoons for a living.
And we're so glad you did, because it turned out to be one of the most beautiful shows ever made, so for sure.
I like this guy. Don't we like this guy? Let's keep him around. Daniel. Go get your Daniel action figures at my table later on.
Battery's not included. Okay, so this is for all of you. How did each of you shape your character's personality through voice?
Well, I think Butch, the Crocker for sure was a collaboration. I started with Billy Cristobal, and that was back before I did sound like stuff, and so I got a foot in the door, and you had a character, which you can explain the origins, was a math teacher. He's crazy, believes in the existence of fairies, and I believe it's collaborative, but here's the story that we tell.
We had drawn, we did an episode where Timmy was in school. We'd never seen his teacher before.
Right.
Yes.
We wanted to make sure that he had just as much trouble at school as he did at home. Like we need a villain in school.
Film at school.
We already have Vicky at home, but at school, it could be a nutty teacher that won't leave him alone.
Teacher. So I stole from the best. Harry Shearer, Montgomery Burns. Here's just the voice, right? Smithers, revenge is a dish best served cold. We'll speed that up on 78. Smithers, revenge is a dish best served cold. And a little Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws. There is a dangerous shark in the waters. And then add Gene Wilder from Young Frankenstein. Sedative! And you get, I know why you're doing that, Timmy. It must be your very endurance! I think Quantissimo is just a Latin lover, which I am, so that's not hard.
He's not acting.
But that's really cool. It's not just about doing funny voices, it's making a great choice, because anyone could have done like, I'm a crazy teacher or whatever, but putting so much energy and personality into it makes it easy for me to write that character now, and I can come up with really funny scenarios for him, which is really
But it was you pushing Crocker to an 11 and allowing, like, no, go further, go crazier, which I think you pushed through all the characters. It's kind of your craziness that we kind of go, oh, he's letting, which is crazy, he's letting me be crazy, so it helps a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
How about you? How about you, Darren Norris?
How about me?
How do you push
How
up?
about me, ladies and gentlemen?
Well,
Well, the dad's voice, remember in the original episodes, we never saw their heads. They were just like torso down, right? And he was very Ward Cleaver, very much, well, Timmy, I'm not sure that's a great idea. Why don't you ask your mother, right? Which is kind of easy, right, and facile for me. I'm like, yes, I love it. And then when they got the big pickup and we started to see mom and dad and get to know them a little bit better, and then this are all Butch's ideas. And it was his idea to go, okay, Dad's nuts. So just, I like your natural voice, just crank it up to 14, right? And that's how you get to hear it, right? So yeah, that was, and then Cosmo started as sort of a hip, slick, and cool jokester, trickster, you know, with magic.
Like Phil Hartman.
Yes, yeah, you wanted to Phil Hartman, yeah.
From Troy, like Troy McClure. I'm
Troy McClure. You might remember me from such medical films as Alice Doesn't Live Anymore. And Mommy, what's wrong with that man's face? So that was the germ. That was the thing, and that's in the same timbre for me, and I thought I could do a good job with that. And then, as the show progressed, and as the show became more and more of what we know as Fairly Odd Parents, it was again Butch's conscious choice to go, okay, we're going to make Cosmo much more childlike, much more energetic, much more crazy, and maybe not so much on the smart side anymore.
Clueless.
And the voice, you know, it started about here, just got a little higher and higher and higher and higher, and then we landed here, and I like it. And Jordan has never changed.
Now, Suzanne, we want to hear from you as well.
Yes.
Well, Mom, of course, again, we didn't see the faces at all, and I just found her to be kind of clueless and generic. So she just came out like this because she doesn't even know her son's name. And Wanda, as I've told Butch, was my favorite comedian is Carol Burnett. So and I should say that we were fortunate to see pictures of these characters to get our ideas off of. And then there was, I don't think anybody in this room would know, this other actress, Joanne Worley. She was in this, she's a great comedian. Thank you, the one person. Yes, lovely. And she had this thing where she'd go, whoa! And so I sort of combined the two.
But that was so great. And the cool thing was when I got to audition these people years ago, we saw a dozen or so actors for each role. And it was like, okay, great. But there was something about them that just stood out. You know, you have to stand out in an audition and give me as a creator something that will help me. Because it's not all about me. It's like, can you guys help me make this show better?
Exactly.
Can you guys make my life easier by at least doing the voices right? That's one thing I don't have to worry about anymore. Yeah, exactly.
But it was always, that was very clever of you to get people who could do the godparents and the actual parents. On purpose. That's an on purpose choice, and I think that's really brilliant. It informs a lot of the show, and it informs a lot of those characters. And it was a terrific choice.
Plus the speed of the show. I've been working on Nickelodeon shows and for a couple of years, but then hopping into the Fairly Odd Parents arena with Butch's speed, the speed of the actors, it's a whole different pace. I even talked to Tom Kenny, aka SpongeBob, the other day, and he's like, I've never seen a faster show. No, D. Bradley Baker, I'm sorry. D says that's the fastest comedy I've ever seen in animation. It doesn't come close. And so keeping up with these guys, you better have your A game. So
For sure.
And boy, does he keep up.
You know, we had a great time in the recordings though. The great thing about the recordings was I always looked forward to it. We worked on the scripts for weeks. Then we'd go to the recording and it was like they took it from like a 10 to a 20. It was just great because we would just laugh and I think that's why we all still look like we're in our mid-70s because we still look young because but when you laugh it makes you feel better. Laughter is the best medicine, so we had a great time laughing.
Round of applause, that's awesome! Well, before we get into our next question, I really want to say this. Darren, if I had a voice like yours, I would never stop talking. I would seriously.
He doesn't stop talking.
No, I would never say that. But
It's funny, in my sleep, I wake up and I'm still talking. Thanks, Dan.
yeah, no, it's such a, oh my God. And so my thing is working in the animation industry myself, with the Ed and Eddie guys, etc. You know, they have such beautiful range. So when I'm sitting with talents, right, voice actors, voice actresses, what you can hit is phenomenal. 1 second you're here, 1 second you're here, 1 second you're there. It's beautiful. But then how it came together with your vision is the masterpiece or the child that we have, which is Fairly Odd Parents. So seriously.
Well, the great thing was we were able, in those days, Nickelodeon was actually letting us make the show year after year. So the cool thing was we'd make 20 episodes, they'd give us more. 20, so we're starting to develop the show now, you know, adding more characters, more parts of the world. Timmy's school, where he goes camping, the Crimson Chin and all this other stuff. And so we had to add all these different characters and worlds. And you guys had to develop the voices like crazy, which was fun. We had pages where Mr. Crocker, Carlos, would talk to his own mother, Carlos, and then to his nephew, which was also Carlos.
Yeah. Back and forth, back and forth.
And then, yeah, and speaking of which, speaking of Joanne Worley, Julia Childs was where Crocker's mother came from, but those were exhausting, yeah. But then get in there, oh, Denzel, you don't know what you're doing, leave me alone! Hey, Kenneth girlfriend! Hey, I have a new girlfriend, her name is Girlfriend!
The cat still kills me.
I think the funniest thing ever that made you laugh the most was when Crocker is prancing along the sidewalk, just happily saying this word.
The writers wrote that he's scatting, right? It's like,
we were doing an ADR session, which is automated dialogue replacement. So there was no dialogue in there. It was just Crocker bouncing along, right? And I'm standing there, and there's Carlos, and all of a sudden he goes, go again. I started laughing. I had to leave the room. I couldn't stop laughing. I was just, every time it would start up, I would bust up again. I had to leave the room, or I was going to ruin every take
so
for the
fun,
next
so fun.
2 days.
yeah, but to be given that permission by Butch to just go there with our characters, that's
the
the
encouragement
greatest
to-
gift. It's like,
to go.
It's like, yeah, take it to 11. Go,
Yeah,
go,
push
go,
it,
go.
push it, yes.
And that's also, as a voice actor, you've got to be able to learn how to do that. It's not just doing funny voices, it's also taking direction. Like if I say, hey, I need you to do it like this, because I already know what I want, I already know how it's supposed to go, because I've been writing the show for 3 weeks. That episode, it's got to be this or the joke's not going to work.
Right.
If they don't get it right, they always got it right, by the way. But if on occasion, we'd be a little bit off the mark and say, just kind of go, and then they would just get it instantaneously. And so make the comedy, the goal was the story has got to be great. It's got to be a great story. That's why we gave Timmy like crazy parents, a crazy teacher, a crazy babysitter.
Exactly.
Everyone's crazy.
Crazy bully, a crazy, yeah.
And by direction, Butch would go, hey, Carlos, great take. Next time, try acting.
That's great, guys. Let's add some acting to it now. Let's add some performing.
I love that. Okay, so quickly, right? 2 more questions, and then we'll turn it over to our next segment, which we'll play a game, and then we'll have questions that we'll be asking. So, quickly, at what point? Because I know when you're coming into an audition or when you're working on a show, you never know what's going to hit or what's going to miss, right? Any role, any job is a blessing in itself. So, at what point did you actually realize that this was going to be a lot bigger than what it was?
I think I realized it was going to be really big when we got our second season, and I knew we did our first 6.5 hours, and no one thought the show was going to do anything. And then the night it premiered, it got huge ratings. They had already put their money on another show that was going to go, and then when we did these huge ratings, that Monday I got, hey Butch! And I was like, yeah? Hey, we want to pick up some more Fairly Odd Parents. I said, really? And I said, that's great, but it's going to take about a year to make them.
Yeah.
So they had to rerun the first 6.5 hours for a year with no new shows.
Yeah.
And those ratings kept going up and up and up and up. There was a thing back then called the ratings, and so like on a good day, a show on Nickelodeon, if it was a hit, we'll get like a 5 rating.
Yeah.
We were getting 8s and 9s. We were getting like huge ratings.
Yeah.
And it was really about, that's kind of when I knew we were on to something. And I was like, okay, this is really good. So we did a Christmas episode, we brought Chip Skylark in, we started adding songs to the show and all that stuff. And so we really started doing a lot more fun. Like the stuff I grew up with, like the songs on the Flintstones and the songs on the Jetsons and all that. I was like, gotta have music in there. So we did all that, and we did like Channel Chasers, our big hour and a half movie, which was really fun. Did movies, and we really knew we were onto something because everyone just really started liking it. It was really fun.
It's a gold mine. It just turned out to be amazing. Okay, so quickly, right? This is for you 3. Besides the characters that you voiced and played, which character is your favorite and why?
Besides the one you voiced.
I love them all. It's hard, but I just love Cosmo because he's very hopeful. He's very positive. He's just an oaf. You root for him. He's just vulnerable, goofy, dumb, and I love that. I keep trying. Well, I guess I'll come back tomorrow. He never kind of gives up.
Mary.
It's just wonderful, and especially coming from that range of it's like so. If I have to pick, I'm picking Cosmo.
Yeah, we love Cosmo. How about you? Besides the characters you voiced.
Besides the ones that I've been able to do. We've already talked about it. I'm so in love with Carlos Alazraqui's talent. When he took that character, Mr. Crocker, from just an idea, right? And I don't think that was intended to be this long-running go-to character, right? That then had a mother and a nephew and a cat and all this other
And a lab underneath.
and a lab underneath a lair underneath the school. But it was because of his performance, and he would have these long paragraphs, right? And they're not easy to do, especially when you're already at this level up here. I didn't go, if I didn't get to the end of the sentence, and I would just go, yes! It's just amazing. It really is amazing to work with people who are that good at what they do. It's impressive, and it certainly makes you grateful that you're in that room with them at that time. Yeah.
That's a lie. Your favorite character's Dinkelberg.
Hey, neighbor!
Dan, could you give one Dinkelberg real quick?
Hey, neighbor!
Susanna, what's your, besides the characters you do?
I hate to say it, but it's a Carlos character, Wandissimo. At the end of Wanda's day off, when he says, beneath my roach-encrusted exterior lies the heart of Latin love. And I just, yeah.
It's beautiful. It is.
And we all think the underlying force for that character, more than a straight man, is Timmy. Is Tara Strong's subtle but powerful performance as Timmy. Without that, none of our characters bounce off as well. So
That's true.
Tara
Absolutely.
is amazing. Timmy is amazing.
Quick round of applause for Tara Strong real quick. We love Tara. We love you, Tara.
The way she would read a line of dialogue as Timmy would absolutely influence how we would respond.
Totally, yeah.
And it was so good, and it was so lively, and she just lifts that dialogue, black and white words off the page, and they become alive immediately. It's really impressive. It's rare. Yeah.
And
She could sing as Timmy, and she could, just act in any emotion at all with as Timmy, which is really cool.
And then Butch, quickly, don't mean to put you in the hot seat. Which character is your favorite?
Please say that.
They're all like
Please
your
say
children,
that.
I'm sure.
Please say that. Please say that. Oh, please be Timmy's
Choose
dad.
wisely.
My
You know
favorite,
it will happen if you get this wrong.
my favorite character is SpongeBob. No, I can never choose. I can never choose. What's happening now?
Big round of applause one more time, guys.
What is this? What in God's name is this?
All right, so we're gonna play a fun little game where you have 1 minute to draw your characters from memory, and Butch, you can draw whoever you'd like.
It's
Well, we already know this is a bit of a cheat. This is cheating. But
I
come on,
can't
Butch.
even do stick figures.
What if I drew an anime character? Should I do that? Well, I'm not going to, but I want to just know.
You have 1 minute.
My
and
favorite character?
Starting now. And again, there are no winners in this. I mean, no losers.
Guys, there's no winner. How about this? You guys go. Da, da, da.
All right, we are 20 seconds in. That's like the fastest 20 seconds ever. All right. seconds in. You guys are all artists. It's not fair. All right, 20 seconds. I added 10 seconds. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Please share what we've drawn. Mr. Crocker.
She drew a marshmallow ghost.
I love it.
It's a marshmallow ghost. I drew my favorite. He has a wand, and then he has 5 fingers, and apparently his tongue is sticking out.
And Butch, in 1 minute. That is amazing. Well,
Well, I knew it was a contest.
Well, right before, there's a reason why I do this, and the reason is, we have animators, we have creators, the artists, the directors and the producers that create the shows.
Yes, sir.
You have the voice actors, the singers, the actresses, actors that breathe life into the characters, and then you have the fans who are the preservers, the collectors that keep it going. So seriously, give a big round of applause for yourself as well. All right, so we have time for just a few questions. Please go ahead and line right over there.
Very good. I'm really proud of my artists over here. Aren't they great?
They're amazing.
Now, guys, real quick, one question, please. Please don't
Yes.
go up and ask 5, because that means other people can't ask. So one question.
So like a lightning round.
And we're already over our thing. So
Yeah, here we go. One question. Sam, go ahead.
What's your name and what's your question?
I'm Sam, and I do have a question for all of you, because I was thinking about it. It's interesting to think about where you are now versus when you had the initial ambitions to want to either be a performer or be an animator. So I'm just kind of fascinated, what sort of advice would you say to your younger self about what you're doing?
Carlos, go.
Yeah, just keep plugging away and go towards your creative instincts because you don't know where they're going to lead. I was an athlete. I had no idea I was going to be into voiceover, so I got pulled into that. Go with your creative impulses. That's it.
Good job, buddy. Thank you, Sam. Next.
What's your name and what's your question?
Name's Rob. So, Aaron, one of the craziest things I remember Cosmo doing was dressing up as Carmen Miranda and singing La Cucaracha.
One of the greatest things Cosmo ever did.
Can you do that real quick?
If I remember the words.
La cucaracha, enchilada, blah, blah, blah. La cucaracha, and a burrito, blah, blah, blah.
And I did not write the lyrics. Sorry to say. Sorry.
He goes, by the way, Timmy, since we're dressed like this, bum, 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 bum. Yes. Okay, last question.
Last question.
Sorry, gotta wrap it
Oh, we
up.
gotta wrap it up.
Way to go, Daniel.
Is that it? I'm so
All
sorry,
right,
guys.
one more time for the cast of Fairly Odd Parents.
If nobody watches, there's no show. So, thank you.
If you have any questions for them, please, by all means, go down to their tables and go say hi to them,
And
get some
Casper
stuff
Butch.
signed, all that stuff. They're downstairs, first floor, on the right.
Get in the shot.